you for watching another live edition of the East West Football Podcast. I am Fidel Barraza. Alongside with me, like always, Jerry Martinez, Kendall Whitley. Happy Monday, gentlemen. How are you guys doing?
Missing football already. I mean, we got the XFL and all that, but missed the NFL.
Yeah, man, nothing like some football, but I think this offseason seems different with all these small leagues. We got USFL coming up in April, XFL, draft, combine, but hey, at least we got a guest that's coming on tonight.
And it is Combine Week, right?
It is.
Special
Officially
week.
kicks off tomorrow.
Thursday, I believe.
So-
But it's weird. I think they changed the whole lineup. I think this year defensive backs are going to go first, and
Yeah, and I think quarterbacks go Saturday,
Sunday.
right? Sunday. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Interesting change
Wide
there, for
receivers,
sure.
wide receivers working out Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
we
they're
already
gonna
know
have
that's your favorite position.
they're gonna have kickers and special teamers and kickers also on Friday, which is weird, man. So a lot of changes, and we'll definitely keep you guys updated on it as we go.
Yeah, so definitely football is gone essentially, right? But it's not really gone because you got other leagues going on within the year and whatnot. So but yes, tonight we do have a special guest. He is an offensive lineman for the Tulsa Oilers, Adrien Hernandez.
Hey,
What's up, Moose? How you doing?
Hey, man. I can't wait, man. The season's coming up. I'm excited, more motivated than ever, and I'm ready to kick some ass. That's for sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well said.
Hey man, so we appreciate your time first of all, and I know you got a busy schedule, so let's kick up the show. So, hey Adrien, just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you fell in love with the game of football.
Where do I start, man?
And me and you have known each other for a while, right?
Yeah, we have.
Background.
And,
You're from Tulare, California.
Tulare, yeah, small
the
town.
Valley, right? The Valley.
The Valley, yeah. So I mean, I couldn't make any the young team like Pop Warner and all that was overweight, but once I hit freshman year, it was on. So I just always played defensive lineman. The whole time, offensive lineman if they need me. Offensive lineman is pretty fun too, though, especially when you crack some heads, you can do some damage. And then I went on to Fresno City right after high school. 08-09 season, went there for a year, played football there for a year, went there for 2 years schooling, came out, and then worked the work field and went back to Seal West, Visalia College of Sequoias. Went there for a year, played defensive lineman there. And then after that, I started doing my work field again. And then I got into the semi-pro league out in Fresno. That one got me a pathway. And then after that, I tried out for the Bay Area Panthers. Man, that was a blessing in disguise right there. I mean, just went out just because Marshawn Lynch was making a team. So I said, okay, let's go do that. And then I made the team with that year. We were all right that year, but this year now I'm gone to Tulsa, so I got some experience. I feel like I'm well-rounded football player.
So how are you Tulsa Oilers?
Say that again?
So you're gonna be playing for the Tulsa Oilers, correct?
Yeah. So I'm playing with the Tulsa Oilers team, indoor football team, and that's coming up shortly. Going to camp on. I got to be there checking on Friday for camp to start. And the first game of the year is March 26th, I want to say, against Frisco, Texas, the Fighters. So we'll see who we're starting at.
What would you say your expectations are for this?
For the expectation, man, this is going to be a tough one just because this is a new team entering the league, and it's all overall new. You got to fit the pieces in. New coach Marvis Jones. He won an indoor championship last year with a different league, and he's gonna mold me into a better person overall. But expectations, man, I gotta get a ring. I gotta get something big, man. I'm getting old. but I'm telling you, it's fun, and I'm ready to go all out until I can't go no more, and see what happens with this year.
Yeah, Adrien, what would you say some of the strengths are for yourself?
My strengths, first of all, I'm pretty strong. That's a strength thing too. That always works, but I'm underestimated on my speed. Honestly, I feel like I'm pretty quick for 325, 330-pound offensive lineman. I got the strength and I got the speed, but I'm also a team player. I don't know why. I just emphasize team player is always the best in team sport to have, anyways.
Hey, Adrian, man, it's good to have you on tonight with us. I know you're kind of busy, like Fidel just said. I see you're a Raiders fan, right?
Yes.
So is it anybody on the Raiders, whether it be offensive line, defensive line, or whatnot, or a former Raider that you really model your game after of, or that you like?
Former. I mean, I like some of those greedy guys. Lately Crosby's pretty good, but I still like old school Howie Long. I just got a shirt, just a nice shirt, Howie Long on there. He's a good idol. I mean, just the way he plays. Um, there's a couple offensive linemen in general that I do like, not the Raiders, but Trent Williams is one of my guys. I mean, everybody likes him, and he's a good model to look after too.
Do you think you are I'm sure you're not like a one dimensional. Are you sure? Do you think you could play inside like offensive guard or center? Could you move all around the line of scrimmage?
Yes, sir. So I went to the Bay Area Panthers for the first year last year. I've never played center in my life. They got a center, hiked to the center. I was at center for 4 games until the center came back from injury. So I did pretty good. And then I went to defensive line and I played 3-4 games there. And then our left tackle got hurt, so I went to be left tackle. What position I like the most? I like left tackle, not too bad. Defensive line is not bad, but indoor football, it's a little different. They want more speed and interior all the way around.
What is your end goal? I mean, do you want to make it to the pros or whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I can write it out, man. I mean, I didn't even know there was an indoor league until I tried out for it. And now you got these smaller leagues with XFL and the USFL. Those are always good to get into. I mean, those would say a good bar to be at without being in the NFL either. So my age is catching up to me. Wouldn't mind going up a little higher though.
How old are you again?
I just turned 33.
Do you think with your talents that you think you have now, do you think that you should be in Indiana this week with those offensive linemen?
Ooh, I would love to try, man. You know, I like to play hard, and I think I hold my ground. I mean, I got that nitty gritty offensive lineman status. You know, I mean, you got to have that mean man in you. Mine's more like a flip the switch type though. Mine's
okay.
Not, I'm cool, but I mean, once it's a game time, it's like almost like that Mamba mentality just clicks in. And you just want to get it. Just be nasty offensive lineman. You're good.
Hey, Moose, right? I like it, man. The Moose, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you get the hype going and as soon as they call your name, everybody's going Moose, man.
It works, man. Sometimes you need a little easier name, a little one syllable name to be quick and easy.
Yeah.
I actually got that name from some players. I was playing. I don't know. I had to be 10 years old at the park. You know, and that's where I got a Moose from, and I was running back and just running over everybody. That's just the guy that I don't even know who gave me that name. I know we just played at the park around the community, and like I just stuck. And then it's always been my football name. Every time I play football, hey, it's Moose. Hey, what's this Moose? Moose. But everyone knows me as Adrien around, but Moose is like the football name. And yeah, I mean, it's a one syllable name, pretty smooth and easy.
It's probably one of the most popular ones in the NFL too, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But you know, so for people that actually want to be able to tune in and watch you, where would be the best place to go and find you know, your games or catch you?
Yeah.
Like,
So every game's live on YouTube, and it's even just on YouTube in general on their page, the Tulsa Oilers page. You can just go to the page. Even if you didn't watch it the first live, it's going to be there still. All games are there and are staying on there. You can watch old games there on the Bay Area. You can watch the games on there and watch the highlights and whatever on there too. So they're very quick and easy. And then they're showing local areas in Tulsa area too on their TV channels.
Let me ask you this, because you say you play defense, though, right? You were a defensive player. When did they make the decision to make you left tackle? Because I mean, that's you got to protect the blind side.
Oh yeah.
But you were always attacking. Definitely the quarterbacks, right? So
oh man,
when they make that transition.
So I mean, I got in with the Panthers just to be. I'll say, coach, wherever I'm a team player, where you need me, I'll adapt. I'm fine with it. I think my fastness from defensive line helped me now on offensive line. I'm much quicker, or as quick as a defensive lineman is, and I know what their minds are thinking as far as moves, pass moves, and such. So like I said, I played. They want me to play left tackle, but if they want me to play center, I'll play it. Defensive line, I'm sure situational downs. They're going to put me on the defensive line. I'm going to try to work and cut down some weight to get to the defensive line. But let's see. I mean, I'm trying to get in where I can fit in.
Is it more your height also? I mean, because
yeah, I mean 6'4". I'm 6'4". I feel like in this league, 6'4", 6'5" is like okay number to be at. I mean, I've seen a couple centers. I mean, I was a center at that height too. But I think it's just the fastness of the DNs. These DNs, they're like a hybrid of a safety. I played against the safety DN. That guy was fast. You know what I mean? Like, but once you get a hold of him, it was over. I mean, you just had to hit him because he's much lighter, but he's much faster.
And so, what kind of crash course have you taken to be able to hone down the left tackle position?
Really just reps and more reps and reps and reps and looking up some film and study my steps. I didn't have my steps down like a left tackle should, just that back step right off the back on those fast guys. But I'm more of like guard or center, just keep the guy in front of you all the time. You know, the ends, they like to go around you a lot. You know what I mean? Like, so that was a whole nother thing that I had to get used to.
Appreciate it, Moose. Hey, best of luck to you, man. Healthy season, and we'll be tuning in, right? You said YouTube, right?
Yeah, YouTube, and go to the Tulsa Oilers IFL football team page. They'll be there all year round.
Hey, what's your jersey number?
Well, last year it was 79. I like to shoot for 99, but I mean sometimes you don't get it. But I like to shoot for 99.
Gotcha.
I'll find out this week.
I wrote them down.
Hey, Adrien. Sorry, man. I was having some technical issues. Had to move to the cell phone. So look, the guys might have asked this already, but I want to ask you: who would you say that you model your game after?
I like I was telling them they did. I said I like a couple of players. Man, I like Trent Williams, the modern right now. I mean, he plays dirty to aggressive. He's a little taller than me, like half an inch taller. So I feel like we can body wise, we're almost the same, and I feel like I can model from his step and the way he moves and plays.
Right on. Well, hey, Adrien, we appreciate your time hopping on with us for a little bit. Good luck this season, and I'm sure we'll talk to you soon.
Oh man, hey, appreciate it, man. Hey, I hope you guys watch. I'm grateful for all this that's going on for me. So.
What's your Twitter handle so we can go and follow you?
So no Twitter, but the Instagram is MooseJuice08.
All right.
All right, Moose. Good luck this season. We'll talk soon.
All right, guys. You have a good one.
Thanks, man. You too.
Yep.
All right, Jerry Kendall, real quick. I did want to talk about some quarterback situations that happened today around the league. We saw Carson Wentz was let go by the Washington Commanders. I almost said football team, Commanders. So another team that has cut ties with Carson Wentz.
They're saving $26 million against the cap in this case, right? So, I mean, I think the writing was in the wall, especially the last the last 2 weeks, Kendall, of the season.
Yeah, when they benched him for Sam Howell and whatnot, the writing was definitely on the wall. And Sam Howell came in, he started that Cowboys game and beat Dallas. But sorry to mention that, Jerry, whatnot. But yeah, The writing was on the wall, and I think before the season, people thought that this was probably his last stint right here. I mean, where can he go after here? Maybe the Jets, maybe
Well,
the.
I think him being the starter in the league is now out of the question. Now, if he's going to be anywhere, he's going to be backup. I think a really good situation for him would be in Kansas City, backing up Patrick Mahomes. We saw Chad Henne; he's retired now, so they need someone to back up Patrick. So I think Andy Reid being there would be good for Carson Wentz to learn under.
And he's still young. What is it? Is he 30?
I think he's about to hit 30.
Yeah, still young, man. Sad, man. He had that MVP year, and I remember just like yesterday when he got hurt against the Rams on the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was crazy. Seemed like since Nick Foles, he stole the shine. Nick Foles stole the shine, and they got a statue of him up there in Philadelphia, whatnot. But it seemed like since that year, like it's been nothing but bad luck for Carson Wentz. Man, he makes a lot of these head scratching plays. You see, it's some good, but it's some bad with him. He just never rebounded from the injury, whatnot. And it seems like he's a good person or whatnot, but it's just sad to see just the fall of Carson Wentz like that, man. It really is. He reminds me of Baker Mayfield a little bit, like just going down the same like line of him. Like, I mean, who would you take right now, Wentz or Mayfield? Who you take it? You had to pick one.
Mayfield. I'll take Baker.
I wouldn't take either.
You got to
If
pick
you had
one.
to pick, if you had to pick.
No, I don't want him.
All right, well, I'll take Baker. Kendall, who are you picking?
Oh, man. Give me Baker.
Yeah, see.
I guess because Baker gives you more. I guess with his legs, right? You're saying,
And he's
but Carson Wentz can do the same thing too, right?
Yeah.
Carson Wentz actually just turned 30, December 30th. So yeah, he's still got some football left in him. But like you said, I think more it's gonna be a backup role. But yeah, if I had my choice, I'd be looking to find me a quarterback that is a rookie that I can develop into becoming the quarterback I want. Both these quarterbacks do not want to take this coaching seriously. They don't want to take their career seriously. They want to play football their way, and it's very reckless. And I don't want that on my team. So I put my foot down on that.
And speaking of a quarterback that maybe a team doesn't no longer want anymore, Aaron Rodgers. So a report came out today saying that the Packers are apparently ready to move on from Aaron Rodgers and proceed with Jordan Love for the 2023 season. Now, obviously, we know Aaron Rodgers was away in, I don't know, like some forest, underground, hobbit type of deal for 4 days with no lights or whatever the case may be. But it looks like finally the Packers are ready to move on.
Yeah. Is the darkness retreat? Is it over? Has he came out from the hibernation or the
he's out? He's out. And there's a video out there on YouTube, on Twitter. I'm sorry, if you guys haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend it. Kind of shows you where he was exactly, and it looks exactly like Lord of the Rings type of deal.
That's doing way too much, man. I mean, I understand. Hey, meditation, I believe in meditation. Praying, I believe in praying. God, I believe in God. But this whole ayahuasca stuff and all that, I think it's way too much. If you choose to do that, hey, do that in your own time. Don't make it all publicized. I love football for what it is, right? We can keep everything outside of football that's non-football related and just stick to football. And that's what I love about the NFL is that they're trying to keep football as the main priority, and that's what it should be. And I think it's time for the Packers to move on. And good luck to whatever team wants to take on Aaron Rodgers, because they're going to bring in somebody that has a big ego, man.
Well, I mean, if he does leave, or if he comes back, like, I got a feeling he's going to come back. So it'll be some type of breaking news. Yeah, he's going to come back to Green Bay. I got a feeling come back to Green Bay.
I don't know. Look, if I'm the Packers, I haven't won with them. So why am I going to pay the amount of money that he's due for, essentially someone I'm not going to win with anymore?
The other side of it, if he does come back, what do you do with Jordan Love? He'll be a free agent next year.
Well, Kendall, that's the other thing. There's two sides of this thing, right? So you gave up, you traded up essentially to draft Jordan Love, right? They didn't pick up his option, correct? Was the option already?
They did.
I don't think the deadline's up yet.
Okay. Well, so essentially, but you got to find out what you have in Jordan Love. And how can you do that if you're going to continue to go on with Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, you got to cut bait. You got to, man. If they done with, because you only hurt damaging, you're damaging your future. I see they restructured a few contracts. I know Jair Alexander, and I think a couple other guys they restructured. They're trying to bring. Yeah, they're trying to Aaron Jones. They're trying to bring back Alan Lazard, but damn, man. I mean, enough's enough.
And see that, and when they were doing all that, I was like, you know what? Maybe he will come back for 1 year, but I think they're done with him. But the question is, who's going to want him, and for how much money?
Maybe the Jets.
Maybe,
I mean,
but I mean, if you're the Jets,
the
you have
Jets,
draft capital, right?
the Jets and the Raiders have been the teams that I've seen linked to Aaron Rodgers.
If you're the Raiders, you got too many holes on defense you need to fix. I don't think you can afford to trade away your draft picks for an older quarterback that might only play a year or two.
At this point, I think A-Rod needs to stay where he's at if they still accept him, because the NFC is probably his best bet to make it to the playoffs. The AFC is too hard, man. Same thing goes for Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr, I think he should really, really consider going to the Saints, because I think he can actually win the division with the Saints and get into the playoffs. If he goes to the NFC East like the Commanders, the Commanders don't have a quarterback. If Derek Carr was to come in there, it's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to go against the Philadelphia Eagles, who hats off, they went to the Super Bowl. Then you got the Dallas Cowboys, and then of course you got the Giants, the up and coming Giants. So the NFC East is now the new tough division in the NFC. So when you're looking at the NFC, you got to pick the right division, right? And right now the NFC South is wide open. So I really do think Derek Carr needs to, along with Aaron Rodgers, needs to take these things into consideration. What team I can fit in and get into the playoffs?
Also, with Derek Carr, there was a report out today from Rapport that he's going to be beat with a bunch of teams this week at the Combine. So that should be interesting there. I think a couple of Washington might be one. Carolina, he's already met with the Saints and the Jets or whatnot. I mean, Tennessee. I think Tennessee, Carolina, and Washington. Those are three of the teams that got to be in there meeting. Got to be in Indy meeting with Derek Carr.
Here's my gut feeling. I think something gets done before free agency starts, and it might get done this week at the Combine.
Where do you think he's going?
New Orleans makes a lot of sense to me.
The Saints or Panthers.
The Jets are a good football team, but you're going to be in a division where you're going to have to beat Buffalo, and I don't think the Jets are capable of beating Buffalo. You got Miami. Miami's pretty good. I mean, let's not forget, if two of them didn't get the concussions, they would have been a lot better of a football team. And then you got the New England Patriots. I mean, they're the Patriots still, right? You got to deal with that defense. So, and then Derek didn't play the best in cold weather, as I remember. So if I'm him, New Orleans would probably be the
and Saints already got the upper hand. They were the first team to meet with him or whatnot. He actually went to the facility, went out to lunch, breakfast, or whatever he did or whatnot. Still didn't sign a deal. I think Panthers are another good choice. But I think Peter King put out something today saying that the Panthers and a few other teams that they don't want a scotch tape, a Band-Aid on nothing on a quarterback. They want to go get a rookie, get a young guy. So I mean, I think Carolina's probably going to end up drafting Stroud. They're going to try to get Stroud. I think Derek Carr will end up going to the Saints.
Good
possibility. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah. And then real quick before I let you guys go and we end the show. So there was a report that came out today also that Chicago is leaning towards trading the first overall pick in this year's draft. Several teams have been, linked to possibly trading for the number one pick, including Carolina, Las Vegas, Indianapolis, Houston possibly, but they're on number 2, so I don't know why they would do that. But what do you guys think the Bears should do with that pick?
It's they're going to trade it. They're looking to trade. I think in the Colts. Where the Colts picking at right now?
Fifth.
They're the fourth. They're fourth.
Carolina's fifth, right?
The Cardinals are third and Colts are fourth. Carolina is seventh.
No, Las Vegas is seventh.
I'm sorry.
Sixth then probably. I think on Colts. Yeah, Colts are going to try to get up there to get that. Is Colts or Carolina? One of the teams they're going to try.
Carolina's picking ninth.
Okay.
I think it's the Vegas. I think it's Las Vegas that's actually trying to get up there to number 1. Because
I said this on last week's show that if the Raiders like a quarterback that's out there, doesn't matter what you have to give up, you got to go get that guy.
I think it's the Raiders because I you don't want to fall that far down, you know what I mean? But you do want to get some kind of compensation. I don't know if that would require multiple first round picks.
Yeah, it would.
I'm saying I think for sure you probably get away with of course this first rounder this year and maybe next year's first rounder, and then maybe a second rounder, because from 1 to 7 is not as bad as what it would be from 1 to the teens. And at that 7, they could still probably lock in maybe a defensive player that's still there.
Yeah, so we'll see.
It's going
to be a very interesting week in
A
Indianapolis.
lot of if we got free agency starts 2 Mondays from today, we can actually start talking some deals. And I can't agree, but the legal people gonna be tampering talking this week. This starting probably now in Indianapolis, so it's gonna be crazy, man. Get ready for the frenzy.
Shoot, they're probably already having a beer and tampering right now as we speak. Right on. Well, with that being said, thank you so much for watching this live edition of East West Football Podcast. Again, thank you to Adrien Hernandez for joining us. Have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir.